why you need to focus on exponential returns. Guys, what I'm about to tell you is something I wish I knew at 18 or 19 years of age. So, right now, the input and the work ethic and the work rate you're putting in, if you just doubled that work ethic, you wouldn't get double the results. You'd get 10x, 20x, 50x the results. It's the difference between staying broke and becoming a millionaire. Most of you are working about half as hard as I'm working, but I'm making way more than double the money that you guys are making. It's very, very exponential. And to explain it, I'll just use some numbers. Let's say right now you have a personal brand and you're trying to sell a fitness product, okay? You do fitness coaching. And let's say it takes you 70 DMs to make a sale for your fitness business. If you're sending 10 DMs a day, right? It's gonna take you 7 days to get one client. But what about if you're sending 10 DMs a day and after 6 days, because you've got no clients, you've got no real positive responses, you give up on the 6th day, after the 6th day. Then you're gonna stop that business, you're gonna give up, and that business failed in your mind. Because on the 7th day when you're actually gonna get that client, you just stopped before you actually got the money, right? So that's scenario 1. You stopped and you gave up before you got the client. But let's just say you doubled your work ethic from 10 DMs a day, 10 outreach messages to 20 outreach messages. Now, 20 on day 1, 40 on day 2 in terms of the total number, 60 after day 3, 80 after day 4. So now you've got a client within 4 days. Before you've had a chance to give up on day 6 or day 7, you've already got a client on day 4. So now, in scenario 1, you failed and you gave up on your business. And scenario 2, you've got a client before you've given up. Now, because you've got a client, you've now seen the light. You now understand that there's proof of concept here and you're gonna work much harder. Now you're gonna start sending 40 DMs, 50 DMs, because you've seen that you can actually turn this into a business. So in scenario 2, you're gonna start doing 50 DMs a day. Maybe you're gonna start hiring someone else to help you with the outreach. You're gonna hire an appointment setter, you're gonna hire a closer, and you're gonna turn this into a full-time business. Whereas initially, right, you just gave up in scenario 1. So the difference between doing 10 DMs and 20 DMs could be the difference between a failed business and a multi-million-dollar business, because now you haven't given up and you've carried on. And it's the same thing with everything in life. If you just put in double the effort, you get so much more than double the results. It's the same thing with the gym. If you eat the number of calories you need for your body to maintain, you won't gain any weight, you won't gain any strength. If you just have an extra few hundred calories, now you're in a surplus, you're gonna start gaining muscle, you're gonna start gaining strength because you've had that extra little bit. That extra little bit is what makes the difference in every area of your life. It's the same thing with a plane trying to take off. A plane could be going pretty damn fast, but it won't take off unless it hits that critical speed at which the plane needs for it to actually take off. If it's going a bit quick, it won't take off. But if it just increases its speed by that extra little 20%, it will take off. It's the same thing with boiling water. Water boils at 100 degrees, okay? But it doesn't boil at 98 degrees. The extra 2 degrees, the extra 1 degree makes the water boil. It's the same thing with success. The extra 1 or 2% makes all the difference. And I get goosebumps saying this. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. But the point is, the extra difference, guys, makes all the difference. So when you're looking at your life and you're trying to improve, don't think that you need to do 10x the work to get way more results. If right now you're making a couple grand a month, you want to start making 20 grand a month, don't think you need to start working 10 times harder. It might just take you double the work ethic, 1.5 the work ethic, and then you go from making 2 grand a month to 20 grand a month. And like I said, this applies to every area of your life, whether it's the gym, whether it's the relationships, whether it's your business. It's the same thing with your selling ability. If you're, let's say, a 5 out of 10 in sales, and you just get yourself to a 6 out of 10, you're not gonna make 20% more money, which is what it is to go from 5 to 6, right? 20% increase. It's not a 20% increase in sales. It could arguably be a double in sales, 100% increase in sales. Because think about how many sales you miss out on because you're just not good enough. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? It's the same thing with height. The average height in England is 5'9". If you're 6 foot, which is only 3 inches bigger, it's a small increase in terms of the total overall height, right? But those 3 inches make all the difference, and now you're considered tall instead of average height. It's the same with everything. The extra little bit makes all the difference. So if you're trying to become successful, don't try and 180 your life overnight. Just think, how can I improve a little bit in this area, in that area, and then all together, you're gonna become monumentally successful. If you get a little bit better at outreach, a little bit better at communication with your team, a little bit better with your personal brand, a little bit more harder working, a little bit stronger in the gym, a little bit more organized, a little bit smarter every day, a little bit better at learning new skills, a bit more efficient, a bit more productive with your time, you will be 10, 20, 50 times more successful. There's the difference between having a couple $1,000s in the bank and a couple million in the bank, being successful, having the life you want. Hope this video helps you guys. Give a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll do more of these videos soon.